Back to your zone, bringing all you ruckus to all you rap. Boy Scouts who I be, flip mode is the squid on. Bust the rhymes, break it down like this. Yo, which, throw my flow. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Throw them tap right out my window. Blast you with a direct blow. Coming through like G.I. Joe. Star Wars moving ill like Han Solo. Make you bounce around like this was Calypso. Always shine cause I got the high pro glow. You think that you can hide, you think you can lay low. Roll up on your eye like Hawaii 5-0. Back out with my dreads in my Kango. Maximum frequencies through your stereo. Sorry, this is it, but homeboy, I got to go. I step up in the place and you watch step correct.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the LA Chargers. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
On the ground, this is Amarian Hampton. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Calling officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
The 18-yard line.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got the hook up downfield to McConkey. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
And the Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Chargers at 2-3 here to begin the new season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Again, it's Hampton. And some room to maneuver. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Lad McConkey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They begin with a run by Smith. And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
They go play action. Now Mahomes going for the deep ball. He's got it with the 15. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. A big play there for KC. 62 yards. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Smith trying to run for it. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Chiefs respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied at 7.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Herbert. It's complete to Brown, right side. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game?
Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the Chargers' 29-yard line.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. They'll send Rice in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that he got into his head a little bit.
You talk about this Chiefs defense. This unit, 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
First catch so far by Pickens. It's good for a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he? Madden McConkey with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. A throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Chiefs.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jefferson going to go in motion right. They go play fake. Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll get nothing out of that one. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
On the move to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Mahomes again. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Elijah Molden.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Oh, fighting off the defender. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
A run once more with Hampton. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
From the 50, here's Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well-executed 22-yard gain. The kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Man, it's Brown. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 2nd down, here's Smith again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
And the first down, Chiefs.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he wisely will throw that one away.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 36. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
1st down, Chiefs.
Yellow. In motion left is Rice. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly.
There's that man, Travis Hunter. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this 1st half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. On 1st down, it's Hampton. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Herbert now. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 1st downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the 2nd half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
A 1st down carry for Smith. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. Back deep for L.A. is Darius Davis. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
43-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Here's one deep for Pickens. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 33. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Mahomes now to throw. Steps away. Finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Rice will go in motion left. Mahomes going to throw. And the Chargers rush. He's going to get there. Down he goes. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Charger drive about to get going. And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Hey, go Lion. Hey, Kappa.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
21. Home troops right. Let's go.
Now it's Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. Here's
Mahomes to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Handoff, running left, Smith. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled. Especially, this is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. 49 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit. Butker on for the PAT. And it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Herbert going to give to Hampton. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Set. Set.
They'll run on first down. It's Hampton, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Rolling to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll check this one down to Hampton. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Sliding out of the pocket. And the defense loses it. It's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there for LA. 42 yards.
There's no doubt. In my mind, that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Set. Go.
They'll work inside here, Hampton. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the Chiefs' 4-yard line.
12. Ready.
Play action. It's Herbert. Rolling to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
59. Set.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Flush to his right. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they're able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Wide open receiver complete. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards.
Yellow.
They'll send Rice in motion. Inside handoff, Smith. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. Now here's Mahomes. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point by Butker's on target. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. On the give, this is Hampton. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
5-9. Go.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Here's one deep for Pickens. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. George Pickens, 71 yards. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Dicker now to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Chargers 34, Chiefs 20.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they're both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Kevin Winston. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
2nd and 10.
10. 12.
Here's Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And Brown's got it. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Chargers have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And picked up by the Chargers. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
13 yards on the play. And the Chargers, 1st down.
Herbert. And Brown's got it for a Charger touchdown. A great play there, with now 2 4th quarter touchdowns. And the Chargers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow. Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 42. A good pickup there, 22. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Buying time to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And now look at this. Big gain by fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Up the middle, it's Hampton. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 110 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Black 80, black. Go.
Now it's Hampton. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger 1st.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. 2nd and 7.
5-9, 5-9.
Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Kappa.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach knows he's going to say why he did it. We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 30 yards. And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Chargers, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Madden Gods saying so long, everybody.